Hey, what's up everybody? This is Meyer, and in this video I want to go over making a mid bass line from scratch. A lot of you guys were asking about this. So this is a remix I've been working on. This is Man on the Run, Dash Berlin. And right now there's no mid bass, but the interesting thing is it sounds pretty full, especially in the drop. And that's probably why people like Giuseppe Ottaviani don't really use a mid bass, because it's hard to get right. And sometimes you don't need it, but this track definitely needs it. So take a listen to the drop section, and then I'll play the part at bar 33 when the sub comes in. So nowhere near being done. Pretty much haven't done much. This track is maybe 10 to 20 to maybe 30% of the way done. So not very done at all. But obviously what's missing is a mid bass. So take a listen here at bar 33. Actually, let me go a little bit before. And the vocals come in.
You stole a kiss and stole my heart. Played me a fool right from the start. Couldn't have been so bad, I said.
Anyway, you get the idea. Really missing a mid bass. Now, since this is a remix, I want to get a sound. I want to kind of recreate sort of the bass line that was there in the original. And I believe there's a Nexus patch that actually does a pretty good job of getting close. So what I'm going to do is, in this mid bass 4, the first thing I'm going to do is grab Nexus. And I don't usually use Nexus for mid basses, and for some reason this UI size is not big enough. Okay. I think it's under Trance Elements. There's some bass here. This one. I am going to take this outside of the group because I may process this separately. So yeah, I'm just going to call this is like run bass, just so we have it in there for reference. So I'm just going to kind of very crappily record this. So what this sound, I think it's short notes. Yeah, and we're here in C sharp. And long notes. Just start it back here. And that's pretty close. I don't know if it's loud enough. Quantize it. So I gotta make sure these are all. That sounds pretty good, pretty close to the original, as close as I feel like I'm gonna get right now. This is Nexus, so the sounds are pretty heavily processed, but I'm gonna...
You stole a kiss and stole my heart. Made me a fool right from the start. Couldn't have been so bad, I said. This little plan fell apart. If I were you,
So not exactly sure if that's exactly how it is in the original, but we get an idea. So great. Now what I want to do is add in some 16th note bass lines. So this is going to be really simple. And I really like, when it comes to picking sounds that work really well with triple 16th notes. So this is a sound I really like. It's a serum patch. I just call it photo. It's like a photographer style bass. And we're here in C sharp. Actually, I'm gonna select all of them. Cool. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just got a phone call. Let's take a listen. So listening to the original track too, I think this note is actually also there. So I think at this point, I'm going to say original bass 2, and I'm going to put in these kind of notes. And just realizing here in terms of arrangement, snare roll needs to come in here as well. So that's one thing when you're listening to these mid basses, it's really important to be conscious of what octave these are playing and if it works. And of course the pattern. So this also needs to match. Let me go ahead and see it with the sub bass. Fold. So this needs to go down to A. Up to B. Now I can. Okay, cool. That's sounding good. Now, one of the things I want to do, and this is really important for just making things interesting, I want to automate the filter cutoff. So even though I have this mod wheel here, that's where I want it to come up. So I'm almost tempted to duplicate this and have this as like original bass lower. So what this would be is this guy would be up in these cases. This is the intro clap. And I think what needs to happen here is I'm going to steal this note and put it here. Insert a MIDI track right here. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. What I'm going to do, because one is louder than the other, and I think here I want the higher one to be loud. Cool, so I think from the beginning what I'll probably want to do is just take this and start with this closed all the way. Okay, that's sounding good. I want to make sure this sounds good during the drop. So after it hits this outro, I'm just trying to work on the bass. Good. So I realize I'm here doing mid bass, but this open hat needs some transient designing, I think. Maybe not, but so let's listen to the bass from the start. I think this pattern, I like this, where it actually just takes, it does do the kind of little flippy thing at the end, but only at the end. And I'm hearing this when this one comes in, it's coming in a little too low. So at the beginning, we're not even going to hear it. That should be fine with a subcam. And what I'm just trying to do here is get rid of the low end a little bit when this starts. Probably the top end too. That's fine when everything else is in. We may want to have the bass here for the build-up. I haven't decided yet. Oh, not this one. Haha. Add marker. Synths open. So one thing I should mention, let that reverb die out. One thing I should mention is during the drop, you're probably not going to hear the mid basses too much because your leads are taking the center stage. And actually, in this case, I haven't really done all that much lead processing. Like there's, I do have a bunch of leads going on, which that's good. But I haven't done, I mean, they're not done. And even now, even then, you don't really hear these mid basses. And I don't know if it's due to the leads. If I take the pads out, and here maybe is what I'll do. Maybe I'll do this on the bus. Some sort of low cut. Yeah, something like that. So bringing up the resonance just to automate it. Probably turn this down. Okay, that might be all we really need to do for the mid basses. Let me just take another listen to them during the outro. Yeah, I was hearing that I never quite brought this guy back in. I want it this way here. And one thing you can do, and I learned this from James Diamond, this is a pretty cool trick, where if you have a sub pad, so this is too high for it, but what I can do, pitch. So rather than transposing it, I'm just going to actually transpose the MIDI notes. And the reason for this is it makes it easier if I need to change things so that everything's kind of in the same place. So we're going to swap out the sub. So let me just look really quickly at the drop here and just make sure that everything looks balanced. What I'm looking for here is making sure we have enough mid information, like low mid from these mid basses. anyway, at this point, I think it's just mainly tweaking and fine tuning. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.